What's up, guys? Welcome back to Let's Play the Knife of Dunwall. So we are done at Rothwild's Slaughterhouse, and therefore we are done with the Captain of Industry. It's pretty much all we have to do now. Going out the way that I wanted to come in, and there's some rats in here. We hate rats. We're dealing with them the best way. I do not believe killing rats counts as a kill if you're trying to get no kills on low chaos. I think I mentioned that during the main campaign. We're dealing with them the best way we know how, which is to cut them all down. And there's, I guess, this in-universe rumor about the white rat is their leader, apparently, and if you cut him down, then all the rest of them will flee. I don't think that's actually true as far as gameplay terms go. I think after so many of them, they only attack when they have enough numbers to justify it. And there's that bone charm there that I talked about. So now that we have that, I briefly took a quick look around there to see if there were any more runes and bone charms in the level, and that's it. We pretty much got everything. So now we just have to leave. Go out the way we came, and this whale carcass is still here. That guy we talked to earlier is gone, though, so he must have played his part in this, I guess.
I know you're here. Come on out.
Yeah, because I have the increased jump height, I can really overshoot a lot of these jumps when I don't have to, and it's just really nice. It makes platforming a lot easier. Nice. It's a lot easier and a lot more satisfying to be able to kill these guys. I may have mentioned this during the main campaign's Let's Play. Actually, I'm going to keep this comment to myself here for a second. We have a little discovery we've made here. It's a group of overseers. You guys remember those guys from the main campaign. When they have their ancient music box of death here, and they have Billy cornered here. Looks like she could use our help. Alright, hopefully if I throw this choke dust down there, she can just teleport away with Blink. Well, she's still distracted. Time to kill this guy. Or I guess we can just knock him out and... Alright, good enough. Alright, we gotta get out of here. They're onto us now.
Thank you. Let's go. I'm worried they sent for the hounds.
Anyway, as I was saying, I don't know if I made this parallel during the main campaign, but I did say, I do always like to say that if I were to compare this game to Deus Ex Human Revolution, which I do in a lot of ways, being that, you know, there's still this FPS RPG hybrid with a lot of stealth elements to it, I would say that in Human Revolution it is far easier to avoid combat, but it's rewarding to do both. And the same thing with this game, it's rewarding to do both, but it is far easier to just kill people than it is to avoid combat in this game by comparison. Especially if you're new to the game, it's far easier to just kill people that are in your way than it is to go the path of least resistance and ignore people.
Feels like there's always more to learn about pain. Barrister Timsh lives up in the legal district. I know it pretty well. From what I hear, the Timsh family is practically at war with itself. Talk to his niece Talia if you can. I should probably tag along when you go. Crazy rich people are buying up a lot of that Sokolov security technology these days. Keeps the weepers and looters out. I might be useful.
Let's go.
Alright, another job well done.
As a young girl, Delilah was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. Years later, a painter in Sokolov Circle. Barrister Arnold Timsh paid her to paint portraits. Him, I knew. A nobleman, born rich. And now he was making a second fortune, seizing the assets of plague victims for the Lord Regent. But Barrister Timsh was also fighting a private war with his own niece. Something to do with the family fortune. Lurk was probably right. We needed to speak with the niece first. Her feud with the old barrister was something we could use. I got a message to the barrister's niece, and she claimed to know things about Delilah that no one else did. But the knowledge would have a price. I wasn't surprised. I went to meet her.
Alright, now on to the next mission. We can go ahead and adjust our setup here before we begin. I'm probably going to want to buy a few things so you can see how much money I have now. I've been needing those explosive bolts for a very particular purpose. It's the first time we bought choke dust, so it gives us a little tutorial there. We need a lot of choke dust and grenades. Again, I don't really care to upgrade my secondary weapons, like my wrist bow or anything like that. There's no upgrades for the pistol really in this, like in the main campaign. And I'm definitely going to get that. There's a rune drop off there that's one of the favors. I'm definitely going to get that. The other one is a deposit of whale oil canisters, and that can be helpful if you're looking to cause some destruction at a particular point, but it's right at the beginning and I just don't particularly care for it for where we're going.
Talia should be waiting in Trevor's Close. It's an alley just past the Wall of Light. You'll know it by 3 whitewashed skulls.
Alright, so we're moving on to the legal district. We're going after Barrister Timsh, who is an aristocrat, a right snake, the worst kind of people. People we love to hunt. Now, there are a couple guys up there. I'm usually able to avoid them and assassinate them just fine, but I'm actually going to be taking a shortcut here and just going straight into the water and swimming over here, avoiding a ton of guys. This is a really fast route. And the purpose is, there's a little arrow over here pointing to the favor that we got. It's a big whaling ship. And that's the rune that we got dropped off. And that'll help us quite a bit to upgrade our character even more. Much appreciated. Alright, because I have the increased jump height, even if you didn't, you could probably still get up here with regular blink. I'm going to try to get up here and get on top of that guard post there to get on top of that, get over that wall of light. I could disable it, but really not a practical thing to do. So let me see if I can't get over there. There are a lot of guards in this area. And again, I think even if you have regular blink, you can, or without the increased agility, you can probably get up here either way. But this is really high up, so it's not easy to do. Our high chaos is starting to pay off now. There's swarms of rats everywhere down here. And eventually these guards are going to start fighting them. I think the guards like triggered their own alarm and they start shooting at them.
Someone help me out.
It's a lot of dead rats. I was kind of hoping that they wouldn't attack them where they are because it's they're kind of in our way now. But I think I could sneak by to no problem here. We're looking for one of contacts within the Timsh family that's going to give us I think it's his niece who's going to give us some insight on the debacle that they're having, and probably a way that we can infiltrate.
While you still can. Really? Where do you live?
Looks like she's encountered some trouble from the local gang, the Hatters. Alright, you guys want some of this? Come on. Nice job there shooting your friend in the back. I kind of have a particular strategy of, when they draw their sword, when they draw their gun just to swing at them, and when they swing at you with their sword to block and then counterattack. But they only draw their pistol when there's enough range to use it, really, so that's when you can blink towards them or whatever and finish them off that way, or you can even use your own ranged attack against them.
So you want to know about Delilah? Well, my uncle is bewitched by her, so we won't tell you anything. I require only 2 things. Get rid of my uncle, and bring me his last will and testament. In exchange, I'll tell you what you want to know about Delilah Copperspoon. And I'll pay you cold hard coin for your trouble. Come back to me when it's done. Let's meet at the docks when you return.